Good morning, guys. Playing some ESO again. Working on the Sorc Toon right now. Um, Probably going to be playing some PvP later as well, um, with some guildies, but that will probably come later. I was going to stream yesterday, but I guess uh, I guess the the servers didn't want to work, so that didn't happen. I I'm actually close. Did some grinding, got to level 41. I didn't really want to show too much of it. I'm gonna probably do some more grinding today. God, that damage has gone down a lot. But yep. So I'm going to. How many skill points do I currently have? I might grab one or two skill points. Sky shards. I might get a couple more sky shards and go from there. Everything looks great on Twitch's side, so that's a positive. I'll take that. Knowing that everything's working over there, not dropping any frames. Beautiful. Couple things that I need to get still. Vampire's pretty much done. I need to get Darkstalker. I haven't gotten it yet. It's on my to-do list. Savage feeding is nice, but not really required for my builds. Mage's Guild, I need Magic Controller, absolutely. That will get me at least 2%. I think 1 for the first rank, and I think at least 2% for the second rank. Increase Maximum Magicka, which is more damage. And I probably will get Might of the Guilds, because casting this, I might cast it sometimes, and that's nice to have. This is also nice to have if I'm casting that. That's nice, I guess. So yeah, there's definitely. I also need to get everything in Assault and Support, most likely. Kind of wish I didn't dump a point of that. Also, there is this, the last racial trait. So yeah, there's definitely a couple skill points. I still am going to get a couple skill points from leveling, but I don't think I'll have enough. So I am going to have to absolutely go um, dumpster diving pretty much and trying to find as many skill points as I possibly can, along with some skill books. Definitely need to upgrade my horse while I'm here. That's pretty much what's going to be going on today until guild PvP. I'm probably maybe like another day or two out until, yeah, I would have to say most likely today and tomorrow will be the last days where I am currently grinding and getting skill points, and then next will be getting whatchamacallit, the actual sets for this, and then after that we'll be good to go. So I will have to grind for some sets, which sucks, but you know, it's got to be done. Need the sets, and then oh shoot, what the hell? I had my grinding thing on for the. Go. I had my grinding stuff on, so I don't know why, but it didn't transform me, so I'm gonna do that again and run the memento one more time. Because it didn't actually transform me. There we go. Now I'm actually transformed. Nice. Alright. So that's a delve. That is not a delve, so I will head that way. Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe 2 or 3 skill points more from Sky Shards, and that'll probably be it. And then the rest of the skill points that I get, I can actually use it to work on... Oh, that's right, alchemy. Never mind. Maybe a couple more. Maybe a couple more. Also, I did get Streak. Oh my god, it's been fantastic having it. So much fun. Oop, that's a lore book. Go. So this is actually faster than running around with my horse, for the most part. Probably the lore book is in here. Thank you. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go in there. Yeah, already I am rocking like 41% crit, and I don't even have anything else that gives me crit yet in the sets, and one of my sets is definitely going to give me at least a little bit more crit, so I should be rocking somewhere around 50% crit chance, which is pretty good. That's kind of where I want to be, is 50% crit chance. Anything more, and it's kind of like... I would say... not iffy, but... I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Yep. And it's not in a delve, so I will take that. Go this way. I will definitely also improve sneaking too is pretty good. I need to get that. Yeah, so actually there's quite a few skill points I need to get. I mean, I know a couple are going to come from me just playing in Cyrodiil and leveling, so there's that. Yeah, you know, yep, I'll take them. Oh, my gear is so bad right now.
Many blessings upon you for saving me.
Yeah, no problem. Actually, I just really wanted the lore book, dude. There's so many lore books I need to grab. Might swing around here. That's a delve. That's not a delve. Yeah. Well, I will try to swing around, discover some things, and grab a few lore books along the way. Like this one should be in here. Also, I guess there's a couple skill points I get from the Mages Guild, so... Oh, Bolt Escape's almost level 4? I'm definitely, maybe most likely saving my current, skill points. My current skill point for that. I need to get around this thing, but... I cannot find a way up. I will pass on that lore book. Actually, never mind, because that doesn't require me going into a delve, which is that way. So I will go grab that skill book.
I'm sorry. They forced me to do it. I had no choice.
I've got you now.
I am not paying attention to that chick whatsoever. Also, I need to continue doing the main quest, and now that I've out-leveled my gear quite a bit, it's kinda hard, actually. What is Bolt Escape there? I know it just got to rank 4. Oh, come on. There we go. Can I go in this way? Yes, I can. Excellent. This way. Oh, crap. Yep, that is a sky shard right there. Come on, get up. That's a public dungeon in a delve. That is in a town, though. Alright, never mind. I guess I'll swing over. This way. Ooh, wait, what? I'll take that, because I need that. And next on my to-do list is go there and run away. That's it. Yeah, you can bring whatever you want. Actually, wait a minute. You know what? I shouldn't go because... Actually, yeah, you know what? it would just be my luck. I would be helping them farm Lich Gear, and I would end up, the RNG gods would roll the dice, be like, oh, he gets the ring, and it will be level 41, and therefore useless for their builds. So I can't do that. I can't do that. Because I know, without a doubt, my luck will have it. I will go... Just be my luck, man. Just be my luck. Also, I need to duel that guy. So, I need to whisper him. Oh god, what is his name? Wait, what did he say? He was just on. I ain't one to back down from a duel that was said to me. Kind of stupid that we have to settle this manner with a duel, but yeah. But currently, I'm not sure if he got it. Unless he's gonna chicken out from it. Okay, they're not gonna attack me. Probably chickened out from it. I would not be surprised if he chickened out from it. Oh my god, it's on the damn ship. And then after this, I'm going to grind a little bit, get this guy up to where it needs to be. And then start with the actual gear building of this process. Oh, he's on his DK. Okay, he didn't forget. Pop this way, shrine. Yep, okay, now I got 2 skill points. Destrostraff, there's 2 more I need to put into that. Armor, light, there's definitely one I need to put into there. Fighter skill, definitely one more Banish of the Wicked. Bunch in Alliance, yeah, okay. Then, oh, goddamn. You know what, I'm just gonna farm the rest up that I need to. I got 2. Go from there. Oh, and I didn't get the Way Shrine for that. I still have no idea what I'm going to do for sets, though. Shock Sorc. I want to create a badass Shock Sorc. I might have two different builds for it, probably. One for more of a small solo build that has sustain on it, and healing. Another one that's a little bit more glass cannon-y for a group that has, a couple of Templars. So, and tanks and heals and stuff like that.
Welcome, friend, to the Hollow City.
I need to go up one more. I need to go out this door. And grab that lore book along the way as well. Which is right over there. Over here. There it is. Goddamn. Lore book collecting. Sky Shard collecting. Most boring things ever. I don't want pay to win, but I want pay not to grind anymore. That makes sense. Because I am so tired of grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding that it's so hella annoying. Go. Grab that and that and that and that and that. You and you and you. You know what I should do? I should eat food. Consumables, level 40, that works. Oh, there's a group going, okay. That way, now, it doesn't matter. If I kill them, they kill them. We all kill them. Can you die, please? Thank you. Oh, yeah, this should go quick. I should be able to finish it up by the end of today. If I do some hardcore grinding for a couple hours, I should be able to work on the build officially. Come on, come on, come on. Get that one. There we go. Gotta get every single one of them. Those ones, those ones. That one should appear. That one, and that one. If you're really good, you can get that one too. Wait. Why hasn't that one spawned yet? There should be two that spawn right there. Come on, get over here. Boop. Boop. Sweet, leveled up. Okay, good, I have food on. Why doesn't nobody ever get that one? It's worth it in every single way. Oh my god, they forgot that one. That one's now gonna not spawn. Like, we have so many people, we clear them out fast enough for them, faster than they respawn, so it's like, it's really, really worth it to grab every single one of them. Because, like, now we're waiting on, those ones are not going to spawn, and they're too far away to grab for the other one. Like, we should have this one spawn, but it's not, so it's all weird. I didn't get any cash? Wow. Alright. Fine then. You guys, you guys. You guys, you guys. Someone get that one? Come on, where's... Oh my god, that one is so annoying. I don't know. I think... I have auto loop on. That's about it, though. I know for sure, certain. So... Actually, what am I... Oh, I'm already, like... Get you. Grab you, and you. You. Well, armor to 50. That, without a doubt, right away. Armor, light. Yep, without a doubt. So now I don't need training in my light armor anymore. Oh my god, and they forgot that one. I mean, it's just that much more penetration. Really? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, for right now, everything's pretty fine. Grab you. Still don't know why those two are not appearing. Grab you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, and I ulted for no apparent reason, because I accidentally hit that button. I mean, all the stuff I'm getting right now is because I'm full on everything. It's just gold, crawlers, and guts. Yay. That's the only thing that... Bolt escape can now be morphed, and that's where the other skill point, most importantly, is going to go. Because I definitely want to level that up to... Class, storm calling, yes. Streak, damage to stun the enemies in front of you, absorbs projectiles, had no damage. Plenty of fish, yeah, that's true. I need to get my master angler still. So who's leading now? That guy. This is actually a really good place to grind. Get your fighting skilled up too. This used to be where you would just grind skills to level up for morphs, but yeah. Kind of surprised at the amount of people that are here. Where the are? There they are. It's like, where are the other 2 people? Fire skill disrupted. I believe that's the other most important skill point for this grind. Because... No, it's not. It's 9. Okay, never mind. I lied. Well, I took a break, so do you want me to include the break or not include the break? See? That's how quickly we're grinding. Is like, the next group isn't spawning, so like, grabbing every single one of them is super beneficial, because like, we're waiting for them to spawn. I took a year break, and I just came back to it about a, Okay, well... I played since beta, and then I took a year break right around the end of Vet 14 to Vet 16 era. Serpent Trials just came out. No one has figured it out yet. And then... I stopped because I got bored. Legitimately. I was one of the very first people to figure out the Surbane set back in the day for DK DPS, and then also Fragmented Shields. I was using that in Trials. I used to run a Trials guild, actually. We were top competition for Potato for EP back in the day. And all the drama and shit of being guild leader and whatnot kind of made me like not want to play anymore, so I stopped playing, and then I played then about actually like a little over a month ago I was streaming and playing Skyrim because the final patches were coming out for the Legacy of the Dragonborn quests, that mod with all the oh god, what should you call it? That whole mod pack and series, you know, the Galleria. And then after it sparked my interest of like you know, Skyrim and whatnot, and I was actually still craving some more. And I was like, you know, I heard that the game was now free to play, and you didn't have to pay monthly subscription as long as you bought the game. And I bought the game, so so that got me back into it again. And oh, that's where the next skill point's going, is Inner Light. So I hopped back on, and surprisingly enough, a lot of people I knew still played, and a lot of the same guilds that I was in are still, I wouldn't say active, but are well, the PvP guild that I'm in is still active, and they have not stopped rolling. They're not as strong as they used to be when they were back in Wabbajack days, but and the Trials guild that I used to run is kind of dead and gone. Kind of fell apart when I left, I heard. So now that's like a community guild. But yeah, and now I'm subscribed back to it again because god damn, that crafting bad, they should have came out with that like day one. Like from beta, the crafting pad should have been involved. Like, god damn, do I love that crafting pad. Right there is like worth every penny of the subscription, regardless of the 10px boost and whatnot. God. That thing is like a goddamn lifesaver. So, and when I came back, everything's like new. Like stamina. That's viable? Like what the hell? Like there are sorcerers that are use stamina, and there's like builds that like use stamina, and they're like viable and like really good. And if you knew anything about the Vet 14 days, like stamina was not viable in any way, shape, or form. Stamina was like never viable. If you were a stamina build, everybody laughed at you. And the funny thing is now, if you're a Magicka build, everybody's laughing at you. Which is like mind-blowing to me, and kind of makes this like a brand new game, essentially, because Magicka is like not anywhere what it used to be. Stamina didn't take a hit in V14. Stamina was just still not viable at V14 or V12 or V10. I don't know about V16, but I know from beta until V14, stamina builds were never viable in any shape or form. God, what are they doing? They're not grabbing all of them. I'm gonna be playing some guild PvP later, so this is actually a really good time for me to talk. So, because then after I gotta be paying attention and listening to the leader and following Crown and yada yada yada. So, sweet, another level. Armor, weapon, Destro, no. You, yes. That would increase this by 10%, so I would get another 0.2 seconds. Not crucial or clutch. For what I'm currently doing. I basically want anything that would give me damage so I can grind. Then all the flush skills I would get later. Really? Oh wow. I didn't knew that stamplers were good during V10. At least group wise, like, you know, if you're running full group and whatnot. They didn't have the AoE DPS. Like, single target burst in PvP, Stam has always been king. Let me put it that way. So, for single target burst damage, absolutely. Stam has always been king in that regard. But when facing groups, I knew that Stam just didn't really cut the mustard. To say, God damn it, stop! There we go. Forever hold your loot. It's not even worth it. Oh, really? What guild were you in? I might remember. Especially if it was from Wabbajack days. I remembered for the most part. Used to I'm EP. I should say that. I'm EP, so oh, okay, you were guildless. Well, I was I mean, I guess I really don't have any evidence, but I was one of the founding fathers of the Surbane set for PvP for DKs, and then I was also one of the founding fathers of Fragmented Shield for DK. I actually made a stand build for my DK back in the day, and in Athenian Archive, I actually was able to get I think 1.5 DPS sustain, not burst, sustain. My burst was higher, but yeah. For I had a PvE 1.5k DPS sustain DK stand build. Okay. Oh, so you were DC. So yeah, I don't know if I didn't know. So like, I am not one of the people. I hate following, I would have to say, the so-called meta, but I'm also a realist in the sense where it comes to, if I create a build and I say this is what I want to do with my build, and I try doing it, and I sat down with pen and paper and calculators. I have old notebooks, I think, still of just tons of calculations and data on different sets and whatnot from back in the day. And if it wasn't viable, it wasn't viable. I have no problem saying that this build is not viable. I tried it. I did everything I possibly could in my power. I took it to pen and paper. I did every calculation possible, and it's not viable. Currently, with the sets out there and the way the system works, but until I've tried it, until I've given it a shot, I'm not giving up. I'm currently working on a DK. This is on my main. Is a when I came back, I was just like, you know what? I've never tanked before, so I started tanking, and I'm actually, I guess, a decent tank. I'm in a couple guilds, pretty good. I don't know. I'm a support CC tank for groups, so it's going out on your own in PvP lands and in your support CC tank, it's like impossible to get anything done because you don't do any DPS. I mean, I could put heals on my bar to heal myself. I mean, I do have coagulated blood, but like, duh. Yeah. For me, it's, I come up with an idea of what I want to do, and then I say, all right, let's do it. And that's essentially what I do. All right, these just die already. Like, I don't even look at sets until my Toon is ready. Like, to actually start wearing gear. Like, I haven't looked at a set yet, but I do know that this Toon is going to be a a Magica Sorc DPS that uses repeat after me, shock damage. Boom. 1, Magica. 2, you're not going to run an Inferno Staff? You're going to go shock damage? I know, nutty. And then after this Toon, I am going to take on the Brutal Challenge. I'm going to take on the Brutal Challenge of making DK DPS great again for PvP. I don't know where I'm going to find the burst, but I'm going to try to find it, and he's going to be a magical DK DPS flame. That's right. I'm bringing flame DKs back again. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if it's mathematically possible. I heard it is. It's mathematically possible at this current moment to make flame DK DPS. Martial knowledge is crap. I used to use martial knowledge for PvE, and the DPS was garbage. And the set bonus hasn't changed since then, so therefore it would still be garbage. It's the fact that the set bonus is still exactly the same, which is the reason why I know it's garbage. Because it was garbage back then, and if the set bonus is still the same years later, it's still, at least personally, I think it would be garbage. I mean, I hate to sound, I always feel like I sound cruel when I say stuff like that. It's just, like, martial knowledge was my first trial set. And I was only able to get like 800 DPS sustain. And since it only procs once every 4 seconds, you really can't count on it for burst. I've worked with Sorc. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait, you've never, what, worked with anything else other than a Sorc, or? They've really messed up the pulls on this thing in the rotation. Guys, bring them to me. I am bringing the pull. Oh, you never worked with Sorcs. Okay. Yeah, neither have I. Like, the only thing I've ever worked with was DKs. Because I was lead DK for the guilds for DPS, and then I was always on my DK because grinding back then was I hated to grind. I grinded my DK, and then that was it. I was like, I'm done. I'm never grinding again. I'm not doing the Craglorn grind ever again, where you had to do the thing with the boss in Craglorn, and she was like a Nightblade, and she would spawn like clones, if you know what I'm talking about. I can't remember, but you know that grind. And God forbid anybody didn't kill one of the clones before. If they killed her before killing the clones, oh my God, we would have to reset. You would have to go over to one of the bosses and then swing, kill him twice, and then kill the other guy, no, kill him once, but he has to die on the sands. Otherwise, it doesn't count. Don't forget that he has to die on the sand, and then you know, there are always people. Yeah, I don't remember her goddamn name, but yeah, if you remember, oh my god, I was like, I will never. After I did that, I was like, I am never ever going to grind another Toon again, and I didn't. I was just like, I got that Toon to vet for 12 and then 14 and whatnot, and I was like, I'm never gonna do this ever again. Because you had to spend like, what? I think it was like 50 hours just to get to vet 1. Yeah, she was a bitch and a half. Absolutely. She was the garbage, man. The garbage of the setup for that was so stupid, and it was so easily broken. It was like half the time she was broken, and you had to reset her. And then, you know, if someone was doing the quest or anything like that, oh, so horrible. Yeah, it was like 50 hours, if you're lucky, and really, really fast, to get to level 15 or vet 1. And then not only that, you had to then do like another 50 hours of grinding to get to max level. I was like, no. Now at least it's a little bit more bearable because you only have to get to 50, and then everything is like good to go. Like, you basically become champion 160, which is nice. At least that part is done. And the fact that everything is now like matches your level makes life like hella easy to grind up. So I always play DK, so I have like a lot of DK knowledge. I really do. I have tons and tons of hours as DKs, but if you didn't have to reset her at least 2 times an hour, then you were like, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You were so goddamn lucky if you didn't have to. That's why I refuse to ever play or grind up another character. Like, well, why don't you grind another character? I was just like, no. Absolutely not. But now that it's not like that, and, you know, plenty of XP bonuses, whatnot, and that's also a reason why I'm doing it now, because of the XP bonuses going on. The time's running out. I think I got like less than a week left before that bonus is run out, but yeah. So I want to get this Toon up, and then I don't know how, but I'm gonna probably have to spend like an entire weekend doing this and grind up the Flame DK. Because those are the 2 builds that I really, really want to do, is play Sorc, because I want to enjoy that. Oh my god, that's so awesome. Like, life is different now that I have that, and I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to go back. And then I'm going to try making a Flame DK. And then probably a really, 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 really stupidly broken. Oh yeah. Surprisingly, everybody says, oh yeah, played since beta. Played since beta. I was just like, and I would mention stuff like that. They're like, oh, I don't remember that. I'm like, how do you not remember that? How do you not remember the most stupidest grind ever? Um, but I don't know. I really want to make Flame DK great again. I feel like I owe it. I feel like I owe my DK. And then the Templar, I want to make the most stupidest, broken, self-healing, broken-ass Templar ever existed tank. Because I think it'd be funny. I think that if there has to be a tank build out there, it actually would be probably a Magicka's Templar. Or crazy as it is sound, I think that tank Sorc is extremely viable. Maybe. I have an idea of how to do a broken-ass tank Sorc, but I can't. I need to play around with this Sorc to learn some of the mechanics, to figure everything out. But I feel like I can do it. And I'm not gonna do that stupid blazing shield build that's out there right now, because it's so imperfect. There's so much more you can do with as a Templar than use the blazing shield build. I feel like it was a cheap version of what Templars could be. Could you not bring them down here? Whatever. I'm just gonna kill these stupid. Yeah, exactly. You've seen a few Sorc tanks out there. And that's the thing. Like, I know that if I want to come out with something new and be the next best thing, you have to do something that no one is currently doing. Because everybody says you can't. And that, for me, means that I can. Because there's a couple of things I know that will make Flame DK at least decent. And I know of a couple things that will make Shock Sorc really, really good. Will it be OP like Surbane set was back in the day? That's kind of like where the baseline of what I want for like a PvP build. Is it as good as the Surbane set back in the day? Is it that OP? If not, do better. It's really interesting, the shield stacking mechanics that they have. The thing that they're lacking actually is a heal. But I don't think that's going to be a problem, because the way that I'm like currently envisioning it, once I play a little bit more with this guy and learn how the mechanics work, is I'll probably respect this guy once I do the DPS builds. After that, is incredibly high magicka, little to no health, and then have the entire basis of you will die if you don't shield, if you can't shield, like shield stacking. So the trade-off is no health for incredibly high shields that continuously stack and stack and stack and stack, and kind of spec that direction, where it's a not a block tank, but a magicka shield tank, shield stacking tank. in ESO, you can't have everything. That's the one thing yeah, I know. Because the reason why it sounds extremely viable is because what people don't understand, and they still don't understand about this game, and I don't know why they do, is because they're like, oh, I'm trying to do this, and I'm just like, if you're gonna be Magicka DPS, don't try to go hybrid. Hybrid is like the worst. You have to, in a game that is like with levels and gear and stuff like that. There's got to be, God, this word that is really like not known, but like a counter, like you have to give up something to make something work. You can't be a magical and a stam DPS because hybrids never work. You can't have all the health in the world, all the stamina, all the magicka, and all the shields without giving up something. And that's where it sounds extremely viable, because I'm giving up something. If you're willing to give up something, then your build actually becomes better. So that's why I say no health, no stamina, all the magicka in the world. So because shields are, most shields I've at least heard of for Sorcs are magicka based. Yeah, I know, game balance really hard. So that's kind of my plan, is by giving up health and stamina and going for magicka, which will synergize well with the shields from Sorcs and whatnot. I will basically be trading the amount of health I have for really ridiculous shields. So overall, like with shields, I'm hoping to get like around 45k. So health plus shields, 45k damage absorption in total. That's what I really think as what health is. The thing is, I've noticed that a lot of tanks have trouble with is the moment, which is why Juggernaut's so popular. The moment that they get into execution, they can't crawl out of it anymore. So instead of trying to heal yourself out of execution, why not never get into that execution range? And that's where I think shield stacking would work, because your shield strength is based off of factors and like magicka or stamina shields, and then which I've learned. I've only been playing for a month, by the way, again, in this new session. But, you know, like Igneous Shield on DKs, I've learned that the more magicka I have, the better my shield is. So, and all the shields in Sorc scale really well with magicka. So, and since I'm going to be making a shield stacking one, I will probably get sets that have shields and put all my champion points into boosting shields and so forth and so on. So I'm not spreading anything out. I'm really maximizing shields. That's kind of my game plan. And then the other thing I found out that executions don't work if you have a shield on. So, say I have 2% health left on my DK, but then I cast Igneous Shields. Well, the execution you just did, which only activates for the increased damage, doesn't activate, because shield doesn't count as percentage of your health. All executions say when the person has less than X amount of health, when you do damage to them and they have X amount of health, this does damage. Well, what they forgot to leave out was the fact that, hey, shield isn't health, so when you're damaging them, you're not damaging their health. So therefore, it doesn't count as an execute. So, regardless of my health at any given point in time, as long as I have a shield up, they can never execute me. Even if it only has 1 health, the execute, it will get rid of, obviously, that it will do damage to my health, but it won't do execution damage. So, there's a little tidbit of information that I found out. Executions don't proc on their if they have if you have a shield. How nutty is that? Who left that out in the game code? Like, seriously. So even if they get me to low health, as long as I shield stack, they'll... Yeah, I know, definitely strange. Thing is, though, most shields... Okay, so listen to this. Most shields in PvP are how big? Even on my DK, because, one, they're nerfed. That's the other thing. Shields are incredibly nerfed in PvP. They do, like, 50% less. 5 more levels. Thank God, this is almost done. Which is why a lot of people don't do it, because they see the fact that your shields are 50% like decreased. But what everybody keeps forgetting is that also in PvP, surprisingly enough, everybody's damage is still 50% less. So technically, the status quo of shields are still exactly the same in regular world, because everybody does 50% less damage, and everyone does 50% less damage, and your shields are 50% weakened. I think it's definitely strange, but I know the reason why it happens. From a coding standpoint, what happens is the game checks. This is what I assume is happening. The game checks this checks to see what you're attacking. Are you attacking a health bar or a shield bar? Because it's got to take off the right damage appropriately and then apply it to the health bar. Well, it says skill. It's got to check to see, because the way that it works is you have to first damage health bar, damage shield bar. So it goes, does person have shield bar? Alright. And then it checks this, it goes, skill, apply damage to shield bar. Shield bar is not equal to health bar, so therefore value of the person being under X amount of damage isn't checked yet. Then it goes skill, health bar, health is below X amount of damage, apply. And like the remainder, I'm sorry, I forgot to say the remainder. I'm trying to commentate and do this at the same time. So when it checks the damage bar, the shield bar, like how much shield you have, it applies the damage, and then the remainder goes to the health bar. Because and what actually originally gave me the thought process of that was finding out mechanically in the game that your physical and spell resistance is applied to your shields. So your shield absorption of like when you get damage is calculated with the damage received by whatever your spell and physical resistance are, and your critical resistance and so forth and so on. So therefore, knowing that they have basically, the game calculates the resistance along with it, and everybody's shield is different based on multiple classes. They have to keep the shield bar essentially a different entity from it. I know I'm explaining it terribly, but I'm trying to efficiently grind at the same time. So I'm going to say, cut me a little bit of slack if I'm not explaining it correctly. I guess, you know, just let me know and be like, okay, I still don't understand this, and I'll try to explain it better. Oh wow, I'm actually out of magicka. Yeah, okay, so you're okay. So as long as you can fill in the blanks of, like, from the coding standpoint. The fact that in the game it's technically not health, it's a shield when the, like, say for Mage's Wrath. Let me just quickly take a quick peek at Mage's Wrath. It's under Stormcall? It's under Stormcall. 20% health. It says, if the enemy falls to or below 20% health within 4 seconds, an explosion deals an additional X amount of damage. Well, if I'm below, if this becomes a tank, if my health is below and then a shield stack, I'm not entirely sure how that will work, but I do know for most executes that say, actually no, it still would work. Yeah, I mean, I need testing. That's the other thing. I still need to test, but because the only damage shield testing I've done is with DKs. But yeah, when I apply the damage, it goes, oh, I'm applying a damage shield, not health, therefore it does not trigger. The only reason why Mage's Wrath is different is because it's 4 seconds, so if you damage through the damage shield, since it's within 4 seconds, it's still going to pop. The only thing that I could think, the other things I could think of are that would not be affected by it would be the Nightblade's execution, because it's only when you apply it, it doesn't have a timer on it. The two-handed shield, the two-hander execution doesn't have a timer based one. So basically any execution that doesn't have a timer base doesn't work. Wow, I'm really out of that much? Oh, because all my enchants are gone. That's why. My maximum magicka went down a lot. That, or I leveled up to 45, so my food now is, yeah, because that's 40 to 44, so I need to switch to better food. There we go, that's why. Now I don't have shitty food. But that's enough on that. I could probably do it with the repair too. Why is my regen so low? Yeah, magic recovery, 800. What? Why is my magic recovery so bad? Huh? Stage 4. Oh. My gear. Oh, my gear is that much shittier. Okay. That has no increased maximum magicka, which is therefore not as much increase in... Okay. Which also means less damage and so forth and so on. I need to repair. Where is the Waste Shrine? Right there. There it is. It's up there. Oh yeah. Every time that's the one sucky thing about this scaling shit is that it is absolutely horrendous for gear as you level. The thing is though, I don't think I need training anymore, so that's a plus. But yeah. I'm also not in the mood to grind anymore because I need new gear, and I need to ask somebody to make me new gear, and I don't really want to make me new gear. So, I think I'm gonna drop group and look at some skills and stuff that I need to put into Desto Chef. I still need training in. Not high enough because I've only been playing for a month. Oh, but I still need to. I have a couple in the Lord. Definitely need to put more for groups. That's really nice. Having extra healing received. I think I'm gonna go here. And now that I definitely have crit, oh my god, I definitely want to dump a ton of points into that. And then I already have 75 in there, so I'm gonna put more into that. Because that's better. I need to upgrade this some more. It's just that I'm maximizing value. I think I'm... Yeah, I'm going to hop onto my other player. What time is it? Oh, I still got plenty of time until then. Yeah. Hop onto my main Toon. Play a little bit of Cyrodiil. Enjoy myself a bit. I've already gained like 4 or 5 levels today, so like look at my names. Like even my names are, you could tell would be like taken. Man, Bear, Pig, Ninja, Archie, Archimedes. No, I don't need to install a new driver. Shenanigans, Archie Balls, and my couch pulls out, but I don't. And that makes perfect sense for Nightblade, because obviously he's going to be an assassin. And I'm going to jump on people. That's the point of his builds, is jumping on people and then not pulling out. I love that name so much. Giggity. Alright, I got one new... Okay. Well, I'll save that then. Let's see. Let's see. 60, 40, 60 on the cost, 40 on regen. Unless you're regen focused, though. I would agree with that if DPS is... No, actually, yeah, that totally makes sense. 60, 40, 60. 60. 60, 40 sounds really good, actually. I was doing it based on what a friend told me because he's a Sorc. Oh my god! I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Like, I know you have a DC Toon, but, wow. Wow, at this map. Like, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Why? Why is this okay? Why? I know exactly where everybody is from EP and AD probably. Just zoom in. Right there. That's all they are. That's where everybody is right now. Let me check the actual map that will have cross swords. What a surprise! They're going for Arius. Yeah, I know you have a lot of Japanese guilds. So, and then a good amount of Europeans as well. Rerun's drinking buddies. Turd Ferguson was here. Yo, who's Kate? All right. I don't know what that guild is. I kind of want to join it though. Blood for the Pact. Who's got this one? Spectres of Phoenix. All right. Well, I guess since DC's incoming, it's just still the fact that what I personally don't understand, and it's been happening since Webjack, and I constantly complain and bitch and moan, but at least on Webjack, like, we were all about fucking with AD and going down to Alessia, but we would never, ever allow this. Like, personally, I feel that Chalaman Keep is a DC home keep now, and Roback is also a DC home keep. Sometimes Brindle as well. But like this map, the way that it looks right now, is so consistent day in and day out that it just aggravates me. When was this okay? Like, and AD too. AD would push into us like during the off days and stuff like that. During when I need to add more sustain on my bar because I'm going out alone. Get rid of that because I'm not, and I'm not. All right, cool. So now let's actually put some more sustain in the bar. That's pretty good. Yeah. Still, like, EP and AD would not go down to through Sejanus and BRK and continue fucking with each other until we had at least our home keeps. If we had Chal, not even BRK, if we had Chal, we would not push into DC. We don't even have Chal. That's the mind-blowing portion of that, is we don't even have Chal. I'm missing something, but I just can't, like... No. No. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Get rid of this now. Put on armor. And talons for shits and giggles? Yeah, I guess talons for shits and giggles. Took our breaks. I can't. It's like, personally, like, I'm geared right now to just go this direction. Like, without a doubt, just not give a solid shit what the hell is going on and just push into DC. Like, I need to push into DC. We don't have Chal. Screw Arius. We don't have Chal. Hey, it's Sobek. What the fuck? Can't hide from me, Sobek. Also, I really need to settings, add-ons. I really wish I could move this. I need cryo. Oh my god. Minimap. Can I? With height. Can I move this thing? Like, that would be really great. Or no, HUD. Sure. Alright, that's kind of weird. I sent a message to him. Did he get it? Alright, I have to settle this with this guy. Just port to me. Alright. This should be interesting. I don't have ultimate, but this should be fun. Yep, tons of sustain. Alright, I guess I might do some 99 stuff. It's a long story, but he says that if I put guard on my bar, that even though Crown, we were in a group of like a full raid group, like 24. That having guard on Crown, which was a healer, was not as beneficial than having guard on a DPS. That's where the issue started. I said, having guard on Crown is more important than having guard on anybody else, because it's Crown. And then he was like, yeah, but we have plenty of healers. It would be more beneficial on a TPS. And I said that would be okay if we were in smaller groups and whatnot, but it's Crown. Like, it's Crown. He's on his AD character too. Wow. So that's where the whole argument started. Was I was saying Crown is more. What the fuck is happening? Why? There we go. Don't know what's up with this group bug. Yeah, that should be fine. Having guard on heals is always best. Crown is always supposed to be lead tank. Well, he wasn't. He's a healer. So yeah. So, and I said, and then he's the one that proposed the duel. So there is no bug. Well, I clicked accept, but then said failed to join. Wow, that's actually really good. GG. I lost to a Magicka base build. Where did it go wrong? Well, I mean, my shit's... Man. I messed that up real bad. I know. I want to go again. I want to try one more time. I didn't have ulti yet, I guess. I don't know if that was, So, like, right now he's building up his ulti. What? Oh my god. I hit ulti. Alright. And now it pops. God damn it. Oh well. Looks like I still need to work on my build. Okay. Too much of this is infused. I think that's one of the problems. Divine's infused instead of having reinforced or impen resist. And this stuff is garbage as well. Don't let that multi-fact beat you. See, I have Swarm Mother set on, so it's really fucking with me. See, I have Swarm Mother set. Really not that good. I'm never going to do enough damage to kill him. Well, my tank build's okay. I guess the higher end builds are still out of reach, but I'm about to have ulti again. I don't know. Maybe I misplayed a couple of times, but I mean, my build's alright. Oh well, one day. I still don't like the fact that I lost to him. I know that I'm right where it comes to guard. Guard should always put on, well, like in a large group. Okay, the basis is the fact that if you have a full raid group in PvP of what 24 people, that crown should be the most important person that you should put guard on. Now, whether or not that is true, and he's saying no, it should be put on a DPS because we have plenty of healers and so forth and so on. I don't know. Plus, that was not the same character he was playing with. I don't know. Just that felt like a dueling character, not a, you know, Cyrodiil group DPS, you know. I don't know. I'm not happy about it still. I should have still won. If my build is supposed to be an unkillable tank, then it's supposed to be an unkillable tank. I should have looked at the death recap. The fact that I didn't do that means a lot. I might 989. I lost. This set does not help with tanking at all. That's good group synergy. $150. Wait, did that say 150? That said 153 gold. Wow. Maybe was I not blocking enough to proc the Surbane as much? Did I don't know. I'm a little salty. Not gonna lie, a little salty. Mage DK Vamp Glory. I don't. That was dumb.
And how can I?
There was no trade-offs. Not in the mood to currently. What did I do wrong? Put a lot of. There was a lot of CC. Yeah, I'm gonna hop in. Being group. All right. Well, I'm gonna hop in the TeamSpeak.
Connected.
Hey, Archimedes.
Hey, why aren't you guys in True Flame Raid 1?
I don't know, we just jumped. Basically, shit was hitting the fan at BRK, so we just all got in TS, didn't have time to move around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just got into
Yeah.
Citadel right now. Again, after fighting
Yeah.
and dueling.
DC's got most of the imp keeps.
Yeah, I know.
AD has. Oh, I see. Yeah, basically, my fear is that AD's seems like they're pushing for BRK as well. I'm wondering if we're gonna run into some green team action here, where the yellows are just gonna step off and let blue have the other two keeps. That's what I'm fearing. So,
Well, if you're on at this hour, you'll definitely know that anything that EP does is just push south. That's it. At this hour, getting them to look in any other direction other than south that's it. They're willing to lose kings, Farragut, as long as they can continue pushing south. That's it, and have that bridge. It's really that bad.
okay, we're gonna need help at the BRK lumber. It's like so. Yeah, I mean, basically, that's why I started this up as a primary Phoenix Rising group. So, because I'm just trying to make sure that when Gen runs Guild PvP tonight, we're not fending off a Blue Emperor by that time. Because if we can hold them busy until Gen gets on a few hours and steamrolls their ass, basically, you know, Gen will pull his usual wooden trick and shove the boots so far up their ass they taste of weather. So
The thing is, though, Gin's not going to be on until like another 6 hours.
yeah, that's what. Oh, trust me, I'm well aware.
Where are you, BRK?
Yeah, I'm heading to BRK lumber.
Is it DC that's there, or AD?
Both.
Fantastic.
Lumber is DC, and mine is AD. So take your pick. I'm handling lumber at the moment.
How much sustain do I need to put on my bar?
How much what? Sustain?
Yeah, like heals and whatnot.
We could if Gilhanen's heal, but we could definitely use the second healer for open field work. We only have one healer.
Okay, then I'm on my CC tank. So then
Okay.
I'll do moderate CCs and a lot of survivability, and I'll fly in a lot.
Awesome. 'Cause we only have, like I said, the one healer, and because there's only 5 of us at the moment.
Yeah. Let me just switch up my bars and whatnot and put on stuff that will be a little bit more helpful.
I felt like being a wise ass, and when I put the zone message on, I felt like calling this Phoenix Rising Mini. Shit.
It's fun.
But I just got on. I was actually going to go play around at IC and get Tovar stones until I saw.
Yeah, well, this is the usual. You'll get used to it.
And I'm not usually on this hour, and after the whole Mohican thing, I ain't about to let anybody have Emperor too easily.
Action down there.
What's up?
Caltrops? I'm not gonna have to stand for caltrops. I'd rather have the heals.
Alright, let's roll up to the mine and clear this up.
I could put this on. That would be better stam regeneration. I could do CC.
So Archimedes, are you telling me the blue gets this many keeps every day?
Yes, more actually. The fact that we still have BRK is astounding.
How do we not get Emperor out of every day then?
They usually do, and then they get kicked off before we get on.
Oh Jesus!
It's the DC has a really astounding amount of Japanese guilds.
Oh lovely.
So they PvP at their peak hours, and then there's the next big hit of DC is usually European time. So that time in between is when the population of AD and EP kick them out of EMP. Because usually I'm on right now in like another hour or so earlier than this every day. Because I do graveyard shift.
Yeah, I'm East Coast US, so I'm usually on in the evenings, but I was on a little earlier today. But I'm just trying to clean up the mess where I could. And
well, my graveyard shift usually starts either 9, 10, or 11 p.m. So that's why I had to get off early last night, because I had to go to work, actually.
Yep. Alrighty, so yeah, it looks like everything's good where we need to be. So let's go to Sedge and go play with AD for a bit.
Well, I would say if you want to do something, you'll be surprised at how stretched thin DC is currently, because it's only medium pop. We could probably push Chal all the way to Alswell.
With the 5 of us?
Yep. Me and Knuckle almost took Ash by ourselves. And it was just the 2 of us. It all depends on where DC is at, so you gotta wait at least a little bit. Yeah, that's Japanese time.
We need Cholman back. So.
Yeah. No. You just gotta wait until DC starts tickling AD a little bit more, or AD gets fed up. So I'm just gonna die really quickly.
So we're going to do time?
Yep. Somebody left. What happened there? Oh. Left again.
I popped the pot, but okay. There's only 3 of us now. What the hell happened?
Just 1 left, and hang on. There's 4 of us. Just the pug I had picked up left.
Oh, okay. You can miss it. Yeah, the DC raids from 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. are Japanese time. Japanese prime time. Which makes sense. Yeah, with 3 of us, I don't know. We could do. You know what? You want to do some? This will be funny. Let's still head to Chal, even with the 3 of us. I know something funny that we can do that will really fuck with the DC.
There's actually 4 of us. I don't know why the 4th one isn't showing up in the they're in the group. It's 4 of us in group.
All right. Let's go to Chow, and we'll fuck with DC a little bit in their minds.
Alright.
Over here by Mile Gate. Oh crap, they're coming out, they're pushing.
Okay. Heading to the Mile Gate then.
DC is taking Farragal. I need to uninstall that. I thought it would be good, but it's not. It's like right in the way of my fucking mini-map. What is that fucking called? Cryo HUD. Much better. God, they got slow ass motherfuckers. Let's go.
Yeah, Gilhan will be joining us shortly, and then we'll head over to Chaw and
Actually, Chaw Lumber's already flipped, so someone's already over there. So we can't do stealthy strats that I was thinking of, since there's already attention on the map because of it. But the fact that somebody's there also means that we actually might be able to do this a little bit more legit.
I didn't want to play this because we need to get Chaw, so.
I don't know. I just installed it today. I haven't really played with it. I have no idea how to use MM in any way, shape, or form. It never existed back in the day. I'm gonna check lumber side like super quick.
You want me to head over toward the mine? Or the farm, sorry? No, I'm right by the farm.
Well, lumber is currently ours. So if there is going to be any DC attention, there's definitely going to go there.
Okay. Yeah.
The thing is, though, I haven't seen any DC around here, and I'm just running around on my horse. I see 1 EP. Yeah, I don't think...
You want to just freaking drop siege on this SOB, flag it, and freaking front door this bitch?
There's only 3 DC that are currently at lumber right now. Yeah, I think they're overextended, and the main bulk of their forces have probably logged off. So, I say... Well, they're about to flip it, so I'm not sure if you want to crush them first, or... then start sieging, but they don't have that many numbers. There's only, like I said, 3 of them.
Let's crush them at Chaw Lumber. Let's go.
Okay.
I think we can get them.
I would head more towards the front door, because it just flipped, and therefore they're going to be riding away and not facing the guards as well as them would probably be a good idea.
Okay, good point.
Intercepting them when they go from lumber back to the front door after they're done with the shenanigans would be much considerably better.
Gohanen's on me, so what do you guys want to meet up at? I see a battle, is that you? Battle near lumber?
That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, meeting on you.
Wait, well the DC are still there, so we need
Yeah,
to
they're
get...
hanging around.
Yeah, we with the 3 of us, plus the DC on the DC ads. Yeah, the DC noticed you guys. Turn to your right. He's a Nightblade.
Buddy.
He's running out of resources.
Counter.
Yeah, we're getting close to them. That's why I said we should not have gone closer to the lumbermen. The ads started healing them, and one also reinforcements as well for them. So it was us versus their ads, and that's what screwed us over.
Just go ahead and pay attention to what you need done. Just lay over there dead on the ground for now.
Alright, so what do you want to re-res?
Your crown.
Alright, let's see here. Yellow. Let's fuck with that. Okay, BRK lumber is yellow. Let's go there. Let's get the BRK and flip lumber. My primary focus is fixing the whole imp situation.
Well, you know how to screw over blue right now would be?
What are you thinking?
Ash. It would cut their transit line all the way from their center to everything in yellow. And if yellow see that, there's a good chance that they'll push into Roback, especially since the farm is theirs.
Yeah. And if we had a little bit more numbers, I'd go straight there, but we're light on numbers. If I can get some more, I mean, heck, Gin is on, but he's
Yeah, he's grinding gear right now.
So.
And I need the AP as well because I need to buy some better pieces. All of mine are infused in divines rather than reinforced and impenetrable for my tank pieces, so it's garbage.
Okay, we got this siege coming down on BRK. I just got hit by something. I can't see where it is, but
I'll go play decoy.
well, you're already nothing but bones, so.
Alright, I'm gonna try burning this. Wow. They're allowing me to do this.
I would have joined your case that way.
But no, bean sneak. You guys bean sneak. You guys are DPS. Let them make the first move, and you guys jump on them. Especially
and
since.
will be joining us shortly. She had to AFK for a minute. So.
In small group, don't show your numbers.
Yeah, true.
Just 1 AD.
Let's do this.
You guys keep forgetting that I have that. It's. Don't worry.
Pull back off the
Yeah, the ads are getting us. It's the ads that are killing us. We need to pull her out.
Pull back if you can.
She's not going to do any damage to me. It's not bad.
Should we jump on the ads, commit and kill the main ads with the flag?
She's right behind it, but yeah.
Let's do this.
I need aid.
I don't know if that's lag or what. I could not pop ult. My ult did not fire.
I'm hurt. Heal me.
Oh my god. Enemy negate.
One thing I do not, never will agree with.
She's still
on this
following
game-
me.
One thing I do not agree with and never will in this game is the fact that the frickin' NPC ads can be stronger than that player. You know? In my opinion, those ads need a frickin' nerf.
She died.
Very nice.
Somebody else got her. See, I don't understand. My build when it comes to PvP is pretty good. I could tank the ads and so forth and so on.
Hey Rag, what headpiece is that you're wearing?
I
All
mean,
that's on- this is on.
I mean, the Swarm Mother set that I'm using was extremely useful because it
Is that all
pulled her
hologram?
along. But for dueling, it's really not that good because you don't need the person to run away. It's not like they can run that far, otherwise they will forfeit the duel. PvP, they can just disappear.
I can only imagine Tara's grief at losing his son. There to defeat General Sorc.
Yeah, I have 30 in there and then 30 in Shadow, but I think I'm gonna put. Well, I can't wait to get the next level of that so I can get Inspiration Boost. That will really help with my ult generation. Yeah, there's 4 people, yet it's only showing 3. I don't understand, but whatever.
Ah, crap. Hang on a minute.
Oh my god.
You need AFK.
Alright. Actually, my food's about to run out. What's that symbol? Burning? Oh, that's great.
Okay, I'm back. So... You guys want to push on Chal? Or possibly look at Dragon Claw.
Well, Chal has no activity, so if you want to push on Chal, we can do some sneaky shit.
Yeah, that would be just you, me, and Rag right now. Going
That's
ahead to
perfect.
AFK.
Having 3, the fact that we at least have 3, we can do it.
Alright, let's do this.
Ride, holy ride.
There is stamp. Yeah, well, I mean, stamp builds are all the rage nowadays, so yeah, Stampler builds.
I'll tell you, I'm loving this build I'm running. I'm running a Viper and Veladreth spin to win build. This thing is kind of insane.
Actually, there's no stam. There's DK, 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 Sorc. There's no heals. Wait. Our healer is a DK. That's funny. We have a healer DK. We have a healer DK.
I want to make you aware, Archimedes.
Hmm?
I am carrying a negate on my stam Sorcs, so if you need a negate, I tend to hold my.
It's the DPS that needs the negate, so when they fly in, their stuff sticks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just saying in general, if you think we've got a good situation for a negate, let me know. Because I tend to drop them when I think they're most advantageous, but that's why you don't see. That's why you don't see my ultimates dropping very often, is because I tend to hold my ults for negate situations.
Well, since you're DPS, you flying in and then negating, especially since if I have them locked down, it can only be helpful for you and the group, because especially if you know that they're locked down and then the damage sticks because they can't heals.
What I do is I fly in, drop my trap, and then I negate in those situations. And yeah, and that's actually my back bar. My front bar is my dual wield. Only reason I even bring a 2H along is for the ability to fly in.
All right, this is going to be kind of funny, and you guys are going to enjoy it. And it will really, really screw with DC. I've seen, well, it screws with anybody pretty much. But first things first, when you guys get here, we need to take out the guards at the front door. And then after that, I'm going to pop a ram. And we're going to sit off to the side out of oil's range and whatnot. And be in sneak. And then we're just going to let the ram do the work.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me, they're not even. I bet you we're not even going to get noticed until the keep flags, and then they're all going to shit bricks. Yeah, no joke. You'll see an entire raid group of DC. All right, let's do this. We need to take out the mage guards too. They're gonna still bother us. Yeah. Well, I did so much PV. Okay, we're good. All right, so get in sneak right on this where I'm standing. First thing though, I think we need to push it a little bit just to get it into place.
How do you push a ram? Just curious.
I don't know. All right, we're good. Now back off. And now we wait. And the fact that the ramps do double damage makes this even better.
Is the fact that your ram's at 30% gonna mean anything?
No, 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 trust me, because when a whole raid group shows up, I'm expecting to lose this.
Okay.
If we're not going to be able to take this keep at all. But they will run around all the walls, look everywhere for it, going, "Where's the siege? Where's the siege? Where's the siege?" Because listen how quiet the ram is.
Yeah.
You can leave the front gate and walk pretty much almost to the door where like the guards are on the other side, and you might be able to hear it. Trebs and whatnot, they're so loud.
Yep. It might as well be a nice big thing that says, "I'm here, I'm here."
Exactly.
Frickin' Treb, yeah.
Exactly. But if it's just a ram,
Your channel.
it's just a ram, it's just ever so quiet.
Hey, Pops.
I mean, if we take this, it'd just be funny.
Hi, how's everybody doing? Morning.
Morning.
We're about to make DC ship bricks. It's gonna be funny as hell. I'm guessing at least a full gray group. Maybe 2? Because they're all down south right now, trying to take Robeck. Mina, Alessia. Well, 48%. We should be flagged. Yep, we're flagged.
Hey, Pops, did you get what I sent you?
I did, thank you.
No, Pop, I get a bunch of those in IC, so.
Yeah, once in a while you get some good stuff out of it.
I just don't have the time to go tracking them down and stuff.
Yeah, I normally do it in the morning when I'm doing my farming run anyway, so put them in inventory until I'm going to go to that district anyway.
When I do those gates, I used to leave them behind the chest until you told me you used them, so now I just pick them up and send them to you when I have 4 or 5.
Well, I appreciate it, thank you.
I think the front door is about to actually burst open. I don't know what do we do after that. Oh, I know what we could do. Okay, so if the door busts open and it's still flagged, we're going to go in and we're going to sneak in and then we're going to hide. They're going to check. They're going to repair. Then, when all of them leave, we're going to go to the front door, set up another ram, and then open up the front door. And it won't be flagged and they're not going to see it until the keep's flagged again. And then we're going to take the, I think we could probably flip it before they even show up.
Hey,
That'll be hilarious.
it's the next evolution of ganking. I mean,
It's 5%. We're going to get in.
nice. I mean, there's ganking, and then there's ganking whole freaking keeps.
Yeah, we're going to gank this entire keep, all right, underneath them. 3 people. That's why I said, no joke, if you go in stealthy, 1 DC, don't. Let it go.
Hold fire.
Shit. Grab. Okay, kill.
Go. Mining gate.
Kill the, Crap. She was gonna go right in and check to see, because the thing was open. We need to get out of range of the ads. Sobek, hide.
Why hide?
Just hide. If no one's attacking you, hide, and we'll once they leave.
I'm like outside the keep.
Why'd you leave the keep?
Doing what I could to
Quickly get back in before they noticed you. Why can't I move my
I'm getting
camera?
beamed by frickin' NPCs, but if I'm inside the keep, but
Why'd you leave from the keep?
I'm down.
Oh my god.
That's why I left originally, but
No, I had them distracted, so I was hoping you could sneak off while being inside the keep, because I had all the DC distracted that were there, and then you could sneak off. Then we could, once they repaired everything, then have you res us, and we could continue where we left off.
yeah, no, there's no way I had mage guards follow me. So.
Yeah, if you were still inside the keep and then ran off and hide, it'd be completely different.
Yeah, sorry, you said you hide, so I got outside the keep and I was actually hidden, then you said get back inside and I was dead.
Hidden, but hidden on the inside of the keep.
Yeah,
That's why I meant go hide, don't...
Yeah. Okay, so what's the situation?
I mean, I'm down to try again. I'm gonna buy another RAM though.
My
Yeah.
equipment.
Because two things went wrong. One, instead of us just backing off and letting the DC come in, I think Rag, you walked forward and she spotted you. And in doing so, that's what started. Otherwise, we could have let her go in, because she was about to run around going, where are they? And then we could have snuck in, waited for her to leave, and then continue.
I thought we were gonna.
Oh, when there's only 3 of us and we're taking a whole keep, you gotta be super duper stealthy. Always assume that there's like a whole guild behind them about to show up. Alright, I got some rams. It's different. I would have to say the only time I would say we go in and start attacking all of them is when we're going from after we have the inner door down, because then it's, you know, we either take the keep or we don't. Alright, so it's already unflagged. We're going to have to wait a little bit before we do it again, because if we do it one time after another, then after, it's still going to be fresh.
Oh, right.
There's a lot of fighting down by Alessia. So, if you want, we could do like, we could do Nickel. We got the front door open before anybody showed up. We'd take Nickel.
Bleaks.
Or Bleaks. Bleaks is good too.
We get Bleaks if we can stay there a minute. EP might actually grow some fucking
That's
brain cells.
that
and come help
actually
Chol.
that actually usually works.
Yeah.
We
Basically,
could
it's
sneak the
almost
scroll.
like defibrillating
Touching the
brain
scroll?
cells of the
Ha!
EP. Hey, dumbass! Quit fucking with the bridge and get up here. Basically.
Yeah, you wanna stealth take try to
Sure.
stealth take Bleaks? Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
I like that idea.
Sorry, I've gotten to the point where if outside of Phoenix Rising, I can count on one hand how many EP I actually have much respect for anymore after all the bridge farming bullshit.
Well, as you can see, I got some stealthy strats.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, man, you guys-
Small group, you gotta be like a ninja.
See, I'm more of a large group guy. That's why I may be crowned, but I seem to just be deferring to you because number one, I'm not usually around this time of day, and number two, I'm usually good with 20 guys at my back.
I actually used to lead Gen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Gen used to be. I used to run the groups and Gen when Gen was still a baby in this.
Yeah. So you've been with Phoenix a while, man.
Yeah, I just took a break for a while. That's all.
Cool. Yeah. I just took over. I just took a raid leader position because for those nights where Gen and y'all have to go to work, and some of us want to run.
Oh yeah,
late.
you know, yeah, Pacific time. Totally understandable. But
The funny thing is, I
when my
used to-
work days start at 10 p.m. East Coast time, there's really nothing I can do.
See, I'm not Pacific. I'm actually East Coast, but I'm a fucking East Coast insomniac. So I don't go to bed till 4 a.m.
It's just the two of us. Where's Reg right now?
You did something about a bio, I think.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, because with two of us, the RAM is impossible.
Okay.
Since we're taking Bleaks, with three of us, I think we'll do one person, I guess, heals or something, and we could do the RAM and the 3 pack ballistas at the same time, and so there'll be 3 pack ballistas plus the RAM. We'll get the door down super duper fast, and then we gotta rush in and take it as fast as possible.
Cool. Yeah, we only have 3 of us because Gil is AFK. She had to go deal with some stuff, so. And by the way, in case you ever wondered why I have this Dark Brotherhood costume on, this ugly ass helmet being why. If you've never seen Velodreth.
That's actually pretty cool. I like that. I could that does like 4K damage. What's the proc on that?
Let me see. I'm getting 13k procs on it.
Ooh. What damage does it do? Poison,
disease
flame,
damage.
disease. Okay.
Yeah, 13k disease. And with all the attacks I do as a dual wielder, it has a lot of chance to proc. Also, I've had many a situation where I jump into my gap closer, Viper and Velodreth both proc, and somebody just falls the fuck over dead. And they're just like, you're just like, oh, that shit wasn't even right. So, you figure my Viper procs at 10k, Velodreth 13, and I'm getting 7 to 10 off my gap closers. So there's 30 plus right there, smack dead.
Is that a voice changer? No. That's actually really, really good. Yeah, I no wonder. Well, Viper said it's like OP is all hell right now. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around the lumber, and we're gonna stay extremely out of the way, not get in anyone's vision. Then we'll go to Bleakers. We'll hit the front door, get rid of all the ads, and then we'll set up 3 packed ballistas. And
what we ought to do, like, at nights and stuff, is have, when Gen's planning something, instead of having him go to Bleaks, Have him frickin' send you, me, and one other up to frickin' Bleaks or something. When he's
Yeah,
doing
Red
a
Mountain
tall take or
Viper's really
something.
good.
Really screw with him. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, I've seen some nutty things, man. Like, the more well coordinated group is, the better. There's just such a huge difference between a well coordinated group and, no offense, Gin's group. Because now, back in the day, now Gin is a lot more relaxed than Dark Lord. Dark Lord was a total dick. He was a dick. That's the reason why.
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the reasons why I quit. He was such a dick to everybody.
I mean, yeah, I've been like that as a raid leader myself before. That's kind of why I don't do it very often. If somebody gets to piss me off, I tend to blow my cool.
Yeah. So that's kind of.
Yeah. And now, one thing between you and me, one thing I noticed. Were you on last night when Knucklehead was running the group early on?
Yep.
I don't know why he kept us in stealth when there were like 5 guys in front of 20 of us.
Well, I'm not. He's raid leading. When I used to raid lead, I would have done things a lot differently than he would. But yeah. I mean, it's his call. He's the one that's choosing to raid lead, and I don't. Personally, I'd rather not raid lead anymore. It's more aggravating to raid lead. I mean, this is just the 3 of us. Who gives a shit?
Let me put it this way. Knuckle isn't even one of the primary raid leaders for Phoenix anymore. I am, and I declined raid lead last night. That's why he was running.
Oh,
I don't really enjoy it all that much, so. But
well,
I mean,
if I was raid leading, no offense, I would start demanding certain set pieces being worn and coordination, and I would, that's what I used to do. The groups that I used to raid were probably like 12, and then, we had formations, we had specific builds that complement each other and bounced off each other, and we would wipe three groups, full raid groups at a time easily.
Now, one thing I don't know why Gen does, I agree with it for numbers' sake, but I don't know at the same time, is bringing in pugs with us sometimes. It's like, I mean, yeah, sometimes I bring in pugs for my groups to throw numbers, but damn. I'll admit, I don't have a whole lot of respect for most pugs, so.
Well, I don't know what to say, but it's pugs are great because, in a sense, I mean, as long as they're willing to be molded.
Yeah, then the ones that kill me are the ones that just run up there and die.
Yeah, there are pugs, and then there's pugs that you find that are diamonds in the rough. That's why pugging it is sometimes good, because you find the diamonds in the rough, and then you keep those diamonds.
Oh, trust me, I joined Gin as a pug. I told him that due to bugs in the computer, I couldn't get TeamSpeak to work for the first month and a half I was with Phoenix. But I was like within 5 feet of Crown for most of our time. I only got TeamSpeak up about the time I got Raid Leader. So, I mean, I couldn't even listen on TeamSpeak because I couldn't even get the program to function correctly for the longest time.
Are you almost here, Sobek?
Yeah, I'm working my way.
Slow horse?
No, just I decided to sneak for a while so I didn't get some ads, wolves and shit like that. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's why I just swung wide. All right, so we're gonna clear the ads off the front, and then we're gonna set up 3 packed ballistas in a triangle pattern, 2 up front, 1 in the back, and then the back one doesn't get set up until the ram goes up. I'll explain it. Ooh, and I need to eat food too. So that as well. Does anybody have packed ballistas? I forgot to mention.
Yeah, I've got a pack.
Yeah, I've
on
got
me.
some.
Okay. So set up a packed ballista right about here. You're going to have to space a little bit off the wall. And then the other packed ballista, you're going to have to place it right about more closer to the door. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so place it. Perfect. I'm not sure if I actually have a packed ballista. Crap, I don't.
I can jump off and place a second if you want.
Yeah, place another one right after I place this ram. Start hitting the door. Alright, and then try to place it as close as you can in a triangle pattern from directly behind it.
That's as good as
Perfect.
you can get.
Alright, now hop on this one. Boom. That's the triangle formation. All three of us are on a ram and a packed ballista at the same time.
Man, this shit is broken.
Yep. The door's cracking. I can't see the percentage, so someone's gonna have to let me know.
62, 60.
All right, we're about to flag this. No one's gonna look over at the siege amount until we get properly flagged. So that's why I was like, okay.
We're flagged.
Going on 40%.
Now there's two ways we can do this. We can go stealthy, go up top, wait until they repair and everything. Or have me down below and you guys be range dumping oils as they come in through the door. So like we could do kind of like a halvesy take.
I'd rather try to.
Do a full take?
Yeah, I'd rather cap it.
Alright, if we're doing a full take, you gotta bring your deeps, man. Bring your deeps.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get the negate out real quick.
My negate.
Alright, one person stay on here, one DPS come with me.
I'll stay on the front.
Yeah, especially if range DPS.
And yes, I just abandoned 2 pack ballistas out there, but I can always buy more.
Because if we get the ads, then we'll have ads on our side.
Please tell me somebody's got door repairs on them. I do not. So.
I got a couple.
Okay.
But the siege merchant will show up.
I got some. I got some.
Okay, awesome, awesome.
Alright, DPS, flip. Switch with me, get in the back, set up anti-siege.
I'm not gonna vacuum right now. I'm waiting for you to get on comm.
So back, go back, go back. I'll stand on the front flag. Now you set up anti-siege while it flips. Or one of you guys, whoever's not range DPS. And that way,
Fire ballista.
that way if someone comes in through the door, probably the front door.
Alrighty, then I'm setting up here, and then in a minute I'm gonna have to go.
Front
off
fully
comms.
flip.
I'm gonna have to go off comms, or at least not talk much. We're gonna have a vacuum cleaner going on in the background, so
Okay.
I won't be on comms for a few minutes, but I can still hear you.
Yeah, just you stay on this while we prepare the front door. Okay, we should have flipped. We got both flags. Yeah, Bleaker's outpost, we take it.
And I'm gonna buy a couple more pack ballistas to make up for what I just lost, and
Full flip.
awesome.
Crap, I'm out of door repair. I was not prepared for this.
Got company.
Battle.
We got company.
Oh, we got company? I didn't hear you. Okay, good. Door's closed. Doesn't matter. Keep repairing. It's not like they can get in.
Awesome.
Hey, if only Toons to Ethereus knew exactly how we did this.
I like I said, it's I know this time zone's type of mentality.
Front
Done.
door.
I just went ahead and made your crown since you know what the hell you're doing. I'm not gonna be able to leave because I won't have comms for a couple minutes, and you know what the hell you're doing this time zone. This is the weirdest fucking time zone I ever fucking seen. Goddamn Japanese time zones. I never thought there'd be a time zone when Blue could damn near just run the map.
Yep,
You know?
I know. That's why I said this is so. We're gonna get siege now, and I heard siege, so I think it may have been one of us.
I need to buy one more thing before shit hits the fan, because I think I need 2 more fire ballistas as well.
Now,
Bro, run.
now the thing is, we may not get attacked here, so we could do another stealthy take of Chalman, but this time they're not going to be able to blood port.
Poured over.
Yeah. Or get close
Yeah,
to Bleakers and then run over. So they'll have to take this.
If I'm thinking, hold Bleakers here and put the word out in the zone. EP, get your happy asses to Chal. Basically.
I had full on arguments for about an hour and a half trying to convince them to push Chal in the same situation that we were in, and they still wouldn't.
You think they'll get the message? What the hell does the tunes mean maybe?
I have no idea. I think we should actually go to Chal.
Okay. Sorry. You're the expert psychologist of the level of stupid we're dealing with right now.
Oh my god, the stupidity
By the way,
is so
just saying,
massive.
If it wasn't, as I've told both Popster and Leandra, if it wasn't for the quality of people we have in Phoenix, I would have leveled up my DC alt, which I made a couple weeks ago when I was raging about how bad EP is. So, yeah, I would probably have flipped sides by now.
Yeah. I've done it a couple of times as well. I actually have to go in about 11 minutes or so.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's because I have a different PvP group that I'm gonna be running with.
Cool.
I mean, I would run with Phoenix, but the different time zones, man.
Do you have? Is it a red group or is it a different side?
No, God, no. I would never play any other side other than EP.
Who are you running with that runs on a better time zone? Because I'd love to have access to.
Farm is about to
group.
flip on our side, so it's. I mean, for Chal, so this is a good time. Yelling zone that we're gonna front door this bitch.
Okay, I'll let you handle that. I'm riding over.
Okay.
Meet us at... I'm probably gonna log off for a bit, do a couple things that way I don't have to deal with my vacuuming and trying to be on comms thing at the same time you take off. So I'll probably take off for a bit. At that point too, I'm hoping to get before then, yeah. The tune says Chal now what, so Oh, you call the orders from here. I mean, Jesus, we got a Phoenix group going at midday. We ran in the evening, and then I ran them through the at night. Phoenix is like the beast that won't fucking die. I guarantee that's what the DC is thinking right now. You know?
Forget it. Set up the packs. Same kind of setup before.
Yep, I'm catching up.
Just start firing. Or I'll fire and you can set up more.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this as fast as I can. This was some food. Jeez.
Oh my god. What the hell? Set the hell up. Stupid RAM. You know what to do, set up the RAM in the back. I mean the pack ballista in the back, and I'll use that one.
I'm already in the back.
Yep, but you're not on the RAM. So therefore the RAM doesn't work.
Okay, what do I have to do?
Just get on that one. You gotta stand on the front side of the ballista, where I am at the mouth. 1 DC on walls. I know. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, pack this bitch up. There was 1 DC in there, so we're going to... We gotta clear out the ads first. Be on the very, very lookout that there's going to be that ganker. So do not give him ads to work.
I had to abandon that ballista in the bush, so...
Alright, we're going to clear out the front. We're going to rinse and repeat. You guys set up the packs. Let the other people take care of it, because we know what to do. Alright, oils, back off, back off, back off, back off. Oils, we're not even going to attempt that. We don't have the purges nor the heals to go through that. We're going to set up a distance then and just siege it.
Trebs?
Yeah. Front door is still the weakest. Hit point wise, so it is the best choice and fastest to do this.
I can never get a good visual angle when I'm trebbing in the inner from the inside like this. There's always a wall in my face. You know?
Actually, Kunai, oil's coming on one of the trebs.
What was that?
Just make sure that we don't get locked in.
You want me to what now?
Just make sure we don't get locked in. So every once in a while, just kind of like look, whoever has a treb closer to the front door. Just kind of like peek over the side, be like, okay, front door's still open.
I'm watching. It's open. Front door is...
What's the percentage on the phone?
55. Ganker on me, but he's about to find out that it's going to do nothing, so don't worry, just keep doing what you're doing, just letting you know that he's a sniper. Okay, he stopped attacking me, realizing that it was useless, so be very careful.
Aw, did the DC grow his first brain cell?
That's why I wear Skelly uniform. Alright, I got anti-siege on me now. It would say packed fire. And oils. I'm going to hold out and tank as much as this, because that means they're not attacking you guys. So, be very, very careful if they decide to switch. Alright, they're not attacking me anymore, so they're probably going to move to somebody else. Be on the lookout. I'm like really
What's the percentage on that thing at?
fitting. 113. Yeah, I'm like, oh, what's going on? See that? Poor lone DC trying to defend Chal because they can't transit and they're not here. It's medium pop. They can't be at this many keeps at once. It's not high pop. All right, it's open. We'll pack up.
But thanks to the most crazy ninja move I've ever seen in my life at Bleakers. At some point, man, we have got to like stream that move. Like, do it again at Bleakers and stream that shit.
I actually do stream.
Very nice.
I only have a small following of like 200 people.
By the way, Gen's been looking for somebody to run a channel for Phoenix if you're interested.
Well, I mean, I already have a small following. I mean, it's not. I usually have maybe at like 4 or 5 people in my chat. It's not like I have like 200 in total.
Yeah, Gen's wanted to start a Twitch channel. If you already have like the gear for streaming, we want somebody to like be running a stream like while we're doing Phoenix groups, so that we have like if we're doing like an. All
right, both flags flipped. Let's just quickly take this out, and then I have to get switched over to the other group because they're forming up.
Okay.
Okay, let's do the repairs.
See, a 3-man person can take Bleakers and then get Chal.
Yep. Very nice.
You just gotta wait to be opportunistic, and I also once again ran out of frickin' repairs.
If you have proof.
Good job claiming that.
That's
Thank
cool.
you.
Have your other ranger.
Huh? You'll be seeing us run around and whatnot. So if you guys want to get stuff done, still,
Cool. What group you run with? Just curious.
currently it's actually extremely it's extremely under wraps right now at the current moment.
Okay.
I'm actually specifically not allowed to talk about it, but what I will say is it's a very, very small guild right now, and it's just starting up, and it's going to be one of those guilds to throw back to the old days where probably 16 people max per group, and then elite formations and builds that complement each other, like everything I just said. This
Yeah.
is
Honestly, if you're interested in, if I'm willing to hustle up gear for stuff like that. And I
Yeah,
already have
well-
Viper and Velodreth, if it's something you're
Well,
interested in.
I'm not an officer in it or whatnot. I'm actually getting, like low member status on it. So, but once things get underway and they start opening up to actual invites and whatnot, I will then start talking about it. But until that moment, I am
Understood.
not privileged to say. But that doesn't mean stay excited. Keep that
Yeah.
energy, because the moment that I'm allowed to say anything, I will say
'Cause-
something.
Honestly,
Yes, I
will-
know. Trust me, I know. I'm sick of it. Look,
Also, I'm just gonna say one thing, and if either you say anything again, this gets me fired, whatever. But I'll be honest with you, the fact that the freaking Blue's this heavy, Blue almost had Emperor, and he was on, and I couldn't even get him to jump over for a few minutes. Because if we'd have got Gen on, and the couple more we had in Phoenix, we had like 20, 30 people in Phoenix. We could have steamrolled Blue back to at least their keeps in a few minutes time.
Mm-hmm.
And that would, and really all he would have had to do was stop one encrypted parts and then go back to what he was doing. But
Yep. Well, it's well. I mean, you got to get the gear eventually. He's getting gear
Yeah.
for himself and for Kitty.
yeah.
So.
I mean, so we'll figure things out. But I'm definitely looking for another PvP group. Right now, I have 2 alternates. God knows I'm still in LFG because I haven't fucking left yet. God knows I'm kicking that to the curb. And then
Well, I'll let you know.
Okay. Also, does this other group you're running with, do they do anything in IC?
Pops. Talk to Pops. Pops is an IC dude.
Oh, cool.
I'm
Alrighty.
gonna try to get some.
All right.
Alright, Rag, I'll be back on a little bit later. I got a couple things
Yep.
to do, but I'll be on later.
Yeah, I gotta get going. See ya, guys.
Alright, catch you
Alright.
later.
Disconnected. Connected. Channel switch.
We're gonna see in a moment. Here's Archimedes joining. Where's Plays with Light? I'm not.
I still need to get picked up out of chat.
Yeah, if you type the right word, you might get picked up. Actually,
I did.
apparently even X is working.
Is it capital? Is it cap sensitive?
Nope, I must have missed it. I must have missed it. I see last message from you that IC was almost done. Oh, there we go. I see.
That's my sec.
Didn't see it. My bad.
It's okay. I just want to make sure that I'm doing things right.
Miss you. I saw that you wrote RB in flame, so I said no, it's flame, hoping that you would type flame, but instead you just typed X in BFTP, so I invited you. I'm gonna go over these protocols in a sec. Don't worry.
My 3-man group took Bleakers and Chal.
Nice.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, I farmed 30k AP at Sejanus, thanks to very nice ADs, and managed to kill a person in duel 3 times. So,
Well, I kind of
pretty
wanted our group to have some tasty little God, it looks yellow. It's a scroll. You know, something pretty to look at. You know, very close by.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. This is beautiful indeed.
And
We're gonna
if
need
you're
some more
looking,
people, but we are on the way.
and if you're looking for AP, I know that we could bring a lot of people to us.
Oh yeah,
If
that's
you were
for
holding
sure.
something in your hands, they'll be like, "Ooh, pretty shiny."
Yeah.
What tablet do we wear?
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go over this in a moment as well. For now, you wear the BFP tabard. Before I begin, I just want to make sure that we have everyone that is possible to have right now, and that I can hear everyone. So, Kier and Phoebe, both of you, I'm pretty sure I barely
I'm
heard.
actually going to cut stream because... Sorry.
What?
You're gonna what?
I stream.
What did you say?
I stream, but I'm going to cut it right now because we're doing stuff. I don't mix the two.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, trust me,
Okay,
I'm not
Troy.
stupid. I'm not stupid, but I am going to be honest about that.